Pastor Jim Driscoll of Christ Lutheran Church with the NCTV45 thought for the day. One of the most fascinating books, many fascinating books in the Bible, for those who say, oh, the Bible is so boring. You've obviously never read it or you can't read. Job finally breaks down after he has catastrophically lost all that God has given him, which was substantial, and Job is lashed out at God for all he is suffering. God continues to respond to Job, and for all the smart guys out there who are convinced that Job should be taking their advice, they know what God should do, right? Yeah, right. Does seem true. People who are in some sense intelligent but are so arrogant, they never seem to understand where their understanding is so fallacious. God continues his response to Job's attack. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who set its measurements, since you know? Or who stretched the line on it? Or what were the bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstones? Smart guys in the world tell you the way it is, and they have no idea the big picture. When one really considers what creation is, they begin to realize how incredibly complicated it is. When God asks who set its measurements, you have to really understand how precise the measurements of the world are that keep us alive. If it was slightly different, man could not survive. If the moon were slightly further away, the oceans would become sewers. The agitating effect of the tides to clean the oceans caused by the moon would not be effective. If the moon was slightly closer, the tides would be out of control. Think about this. You may know what you know, but you and me hardly know anything of creation. How about when we rely on God instead of our understanding? I'm Jim Driscoll, the pastor of Christ Lutheran Church, 1302 East Washington Street, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Check us out on the web. It's christlutheran-newcastle.org. Questions, comments, contact me on the website. For a transcript of today's thought, go to revjamesdriscollmdiv.com. Sunday worship is at 10:30 a.m. All are welcome with the NCTV 45 thought for the day. God bless your day.